Welcome back. I'm Rabbit Squirrel. It's not really my name, but I'm a Dying Light 2 community map creator. I was a winner in both of the competitions they've run so far, the Shape Your City and Return to Harran competitions. And I'm busy playing through the most popular maps on the on Mod.io on the workshop. Most popular community maps, to be more specific. And yeah, so let's get started. I'm on I guess the next one, the fourth most popular map on the community workshop, called Return to the Slums. I believe this one was developed by Hank Hill, the cartoon character, no, the community developer. So let's take a look and see what we think. Hello, nice. Yeah, I don't know if jumping out there is a good idea. Probably not. Oh, I like the water effects, the misty foam effect they've got coming off of those. Man, what are there are names for those things. It's like they look like tank traps, but they're like in there to water breaks, I think is what they're called. Hello. Oof, that's the big weapon. This, I believe this was part of the Return to Harran competition. It might have even been a competition winner, if I'm not mistaken. But this reminds me more of the slum town from Dead Island. I think just like immediately, it feels more like that than the slums in Harran. Granted, I mean, there's still a lot of the same things. There's also, I guess, like the inspiration for the slums in Harran. This reminds me a lot of the favela in Brazil, I believe. Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. It's very, very detailed. It's very, very pretty. It feels right off the bat, and this is not to cast shade on the other developer. I think they did their best with the time that was given to them. This already feels more complete than the last map we played. Okay, that's clearly map edge. That's cool. I like that. It's sort of it harkens back to like I want to say game design of old, but it's not really that long ago. Just it's using structures to edge off the map for you to make it feel like you can't go any further. This is very cool though. I will say one thing. Oh man, invisible wall. That sucks. I don't like that very much. Okay. Well, that's a little unfortunate, but I will say that one thing that immediately comes to mind that feels like it's missing from this map, and that's something I've started to notice more and more with the community maps I've tried out, is that when there's no quest, when there's no driving force pushing you to do the next task or getting you to move to the next thing, it does feel a little bit aimless. Granted, I think what Techland's doing with the sort of adding these community bounties that involve community maps that have goals on the maps, like I think this one was involved in a community bounty a bit back. Like one of them was like get I can't remember. It was like get something to kill something else with. It was like use environmental destruction or some environmental effects to kill stuff, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but like that kind of thing does help with maps like these to give you something to do, to try and push you to do something on the map, you know. But I will say that like because this map it feels largely complete, and there's a lot of environment here, like a lot of stuff that you could definitely put a quest line in here. Doesn't need to be fancy. Doesn't need to be long. It just needs to be something that like forces you as a player, as somebody who's experiencing this thing for the first time, to explore the map without just saying like, okay, this is an open field, go do, or go enjoy, go have fun or whatever. Like, I mean, that in and of itself is nice, and it's one of the draws of open world games to begin with, but it is also aimless, right? Like, if you look at most open world games that aren't survival games, because survival games have an inherent aim built in, which is to survive. If you look at most open world games, they always have something for you to do, always a task driving you forward, and that is, personally, I feel, a very good thing. Something to keep you pressing forward, keeping you occupied, keeping you like trying to find some, or like not necessarily telling you what to do, but giving you options as of what to do next. You know. Ooh, I think you can't get on this roof. That feels very invisible wall to me. Let's try. No, we're good. Okay, we can get onto the roof. Okay. Spoke too soon. Like just something like a little quest that like says maybe like you've got to go and clear out this demolisher here, or like you're looking for someone in this area, or just something that drives the player to each one of your points of interest on a map. Really helps. It really helps establish what you like. It helps drive the player forward. It helps keep them engaged, because if you just have something that's, and again, I'm not like, I need to be careful because I don't want to like put criticism where criticism's not due or something like that. And I'm trying to be more constructive in what I say, but like I'm not trying to say that they did a bad job, because this clearly, what I'm looking at right now, is very, very, like, there was a lot of time and effort put into this. It's good work. It deserves praise, and I don't want to take away from that in what I'm saying. I'm trying to say that like your average player, somebody who spends a lot of time playing like core Dying Light 2, who's maybe trying community maps for the first time, might feel a little bit out of place or lost or not sure what to do if there is no direction, you know. So it is useful. It's a useful tool for you to remember as a developer and somebody who's making community maps, especially somebody who's working as part of the larger project teams and stuff. It's important for you to remember that you need to help keep you need to put considerable time and effort into keeping the player engaged, into giving the player stuff to do, and just it doesn't have to be, and this is something that I really don't like about Ubisoft open world games, and yes, there are lots of reasons to not like Ubisoft games, don't get me started on that, but more specifically games like Far Cry. Like Far Cry 4 is an example I'll take specifically, because I did love that game, but the issues I had with it was like giving me too much information or boxing me too closely into what they wanted me to do, you know. So it's like it's a fine line to walk, because you don't want to pigeonhole the player too much. You don't want to give them too much information, because if you just put in Dying Light 2, it's like a yellow diamond. If you just put a yellow diamond on the screen and say, go here, kill this thing, it's too specific. It's too like this player do this now. It's almost fetch questy in the way it feels like it's presented, you know. Whereas if you give the player a narrative reason to be in a place, like I'm looking for this person, or someone's gone missing, or there is a MacGuffin here that we need to retrieve, that kind of thing, and then in so going to that place or going in that direction, you then present the player with the stuff that you would point to, like you need to get through this window, or you need to kill this demolisher, or whatever. It feels to the player, it'll feel like there's more purpose behind it, you know, more reason to do the thing that you've asked them to do. And I say this knowing full well that I don't necessarily spend enough time on it in my maps either, but just, you know, like trying to encourage a more robust, a more thought out and a more engaging community experience, if you get what I'm saying. But I will say, just in terms of environment and like, while I've been talking, I've just been running around this map. It's very, very beautiful. It's very well done. It feels it feels like something. It feels like something I would see in the main game if it was set in a favela. Like truly, it's very, very polished in that sense. It just feels a little directionless, a little aimless. Like there's maybe not so much to do. Don't take that as harsh criticism. It's specifically if the community map developer, if Hank ends up watching this, I don't mean to be so critical. Like it's very cool. I just wish there was like something. I think I spoke about it in my last video, but like a start, a middle, and an end. Something that says I'm here to do this thing, and also to give me a sense of accomplishment once I've played it. You know, to feel like yes, I completed that, I finished it. You know. But anyway, this was very cool. If you enjoyed it, thanks for watching. I hope you had a good time, and I guess I'll see you in the next one.